Hello and welcome back to Wallist Tutorials. Today we'll be going over how to build your first client or customer into Wallist Service Management. You'll find that over on the left-hand side. Click on Clients. And then top right corner, New. So let's get started with David Jackson. And if David has a company, or let's say he's a representative of a certain company and you're actually building the company, you can put in the company name there. Email address, phone number. And the email address and phone number are pretty important items to not skip over. The reason is because when you start using jobs with Wallist Service Management, notifications will go out for that customer to their email address, letting them know of the appointment time, maybe some appointment reminders. Depends on how you set this up. If you want to send arrival times when you start their job or when you're completing the previous job, you can send out an arrival reminder to their email address as well. And then down the road, we'll have SMS messaging as an optional piece. So that will be important to have those two pieces of information built in underneath the client. Notes is just for any kind of general information you want to know about the client, or excuse me, want to note about the client. For example, maybe gate codes, garage codes, if they let you in and have access to the garage door, or any kind of, they have big dogs, maybe you just want to, anything can be noted in there. And so for the service address or the primary address, put in Omaha, Nebraska. Okay. And then if they have a different billing address, so let's say, you're maybe working at this primary address, but they want their mail, or you do, instead of email billing, maybe you do postal mailing, for example. You can note if they have a P.O. box, maybe they don't have a mailing address and they strictly use P.O. boxes in that town. You can enter in that data here. For this example, we will not be using that. Go ahead and save it on the top right-hand corner. Let's go back into it now, and I'll show you a little tip and trick. If you have additional properties, so maybe David Jackson has a lake house and he has a normal house. They could be in two different areas, two different towns. You can put in additional properties right here. So that way, when you're doing estimates or jobs, you'll be able to pick out what property that you're working for. Maybe it's for Walmart Corporation. There's 17 Walmarts in your town. You can put in all the Walmart properties that you work in. So that way, when you're doing invoicing, estimates, jobs, you can pick that specific property in that circumstance. So, and then going back, you can actually look up under the client's menu in the main screen here, or the client view. You can see any estimates, jobs, or invoices that are attached to this person. Since we just built them, they have none. So other than that, you can, like I said, you can actually create invoices right here from the screen, or estimates or jobs, just by clicking on New as well. So that wraps it up on how to build clients. Thank you very much. Let us know if you have any questions.